something we all need. Gotta have it now if you wanna succeed. Striving, surviving, that's no doubt. Sticking together, we gon' find a way out. To all you young people, give it your all. To all you young people, give it your all. To all you young people, give it your all. To all you young people, give it your all.
Good afternoon, the BAC community. As always, thank you for staying involved. Thank you for staying engaged. Tonight, before we formally get started, no, let me not do that. Let me start it right. Tonight, we have my man Alfy, who goes by Alfy Foulks, but Asheem is your real name. I've never called you Asheem. Yeah. Is that how I say your first name?
Yep, you said it right, bro.
Yo, it's crazy when you gave me your intake form. I'm like, Asheem, who was that? So, yeah. Well, listen, the BAC community, man. I have my man Alfy, Asheem Foulks, who's going to be here with us today. We're going to be diving into his story. We're going to talk about men's health, dieting, awareness. So first things first, Alfy, thank you for affording me your time today, bro. And I really look forward to diving into your story.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay. And what I was about to say earlier was that let me start off by saying first things first. Sorry, my condolences to you and your family. I know you guys just experienced a loss. So that's why I wanted to start off. I said, well, let me get your introduction out first. So sorry for your family's loss, bro.
Thank you, bro. I'm hanging in there.
Okay.
You know, unfortunate, but you know, she's in a better place.
Yeah.
How I look at it. You know?
Okay. Let me see. Well, listen, I know who you are, minus the fact that I didn't know your first name.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a lot of people in the Capital District area who might not know who you are and might not know about the initiative that you started. So this is how I like to kick off the interviews. Team Alfy Foulks, here's your opportunity to tell the BAC community more about you. What kind of work do you do and what kind of passion projects are you working
on? The kind of work that I do is, you know, helping people maintain a diet, some mental health things, you know, because we all, you know, as Black men, we always go through, you know, and we don't get to speak out about it. Helping, you know, those who, you know, dealing with heart failure. I'm working on a website. I'm working on a nonprofit organization as well. I just got a lot of stuff going on, you know, setting up, you know, I'm trying to set up workouts, you know, easy workouts. So, you know, people with heart disease, because we have to stay active and stuff like that. You don't want to sit around and I have a lot of other things that I want to do. Like, I have a apparel brand.
Okay.
For you know, to work out, to wear.
I got going on right there. I can't get comfortable.
Yes, this is one of my shirts. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's just a reminder. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get comfortable in their illness, and when they get sick, they don't want to fix it.
Yeah.
And this is one of the sayings that I said to my doctor when he told me to get comfortable. I told him I can't get comfortable because there was a lot of things changing in my life that, you know, I wasn't used to. And when I was diagnosed with heart failure, I couldn't do a lot of, you know, my life wasn't normal how it was, you know. I was working 2 jobs, working out, you know, a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So I just can't get comfortable with just sitting around. I had to do something. I had to inspire people. I had to motivate people. And that's my way of giving back.
Okay. And, you know, because I'm gonna take it back to the old you, because I remember a lot of times I would you and I would cross paths in the morning. We both would be taking the bus downtown and down to Albany. I'll be taking the bus out to work in Schenectady, and I didn't know where you were going, but I also knew, like, when you started working out, that was your thing, man. I love the transformation that I seen for you and your body, what it did for your confidence. And then, you know, because you was going hard body, and then there also was another transition, you know what I mean, at some point where you actually were diagnosed with congestive heart failure.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So how did that was that the start? Actually, take that back. Obviously, the health and the fitness portion had became serious to you even before that came to be. But how did that change your life when you got diagnosed with congestive heart failure?
It changed a lot. It made me focus on my health more. Not just my physical health, my mental health too. I say, you know, when I was diagnosed, it was like a gift and a curse. You know, it woke me up. It humbled me a lot. It just made me want to, you know, get more healthy, pass it down to my children, my family, my moms, and it just made me push a little bit more harder on my health, because I started my fitness journey, but I avoided a lot of signs that were going on. You know what I mean? As you know, as far as like going to the doctors, going to the dentist, going to, you know, just a lot of stuff. It just made me appreciate life a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? And I had to change up. I had to, you know, find some peace, some happiness, you know what I mean? It's a little late in the game, you know what I mean? But it's never too late. So it just made my mind a little bit, you know, a little bit broad about stuff like, you know, is being a good father, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you learn something new every day about your kids. So it just helped out a lot. You know, I mean, I didn't want to have it. I didn't want heart failure, but it did really help me, you know, mature as a man too. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, I can only imagine how much it changed your life, because there was a period where you couldn't be active for a while. Is that correct?
Right. For about a year and a half. Right after I was diagnosed, about 6 months after that, they told me that I had to get a device, an ICD implant, which is it works as a defibrillator and a pacemaker. So it's helping both ways. And normally when you have congestive heart failure, it happens on the right side or the left side. Unfortunately, mine was on both sides. So when I first rushed myself to the hospital, my heart was down to 5%. And really, your heart is supposed to be at 65%. You know, they told me if I didn't rush myself to the hospital, I probably would have been dead. So I didn't even know what congestive heart failure was. So, you know, just being in a hospital, I was like, okay, just give me the medicine so I can go back to work, you know what I'm saying? So
let me get up out of here.
Yeah, it helped me learn about heart failure and other diseases too. So
Okay. I got a question. I know you had mentioned like going to the doctors and going to the dentist, but you were saying that early on you might have seen some of the signs for this. I know oftentimes as men, a lot of us don't put, as my man Markel would say, you know what I mean, we end up putting our health on the shelf. So like we won't go for regular checkups.
Right.
We won't get things done until you know, it ends up catching up with us later on in life.
Yes.
What were some of the signs that you said were there that something was going on that you didn't know was a sign?
Well, I thought I had asthma. So, you know, my chest would tighten up when I'm walking, heavy breathing, fatigue levels, high blood pressure. And And I just, sometimes when I didn't feel good, I rushed to the ER, not thinking, I'm just like, let me go to the ER, not going to get regular checkups just to find out all this stuff. And, I just was like, I'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't going to the doctors like that. I wasn't, I didn't think about it. You know what I'm saying? I just, I'm good, I shake it off and I'll be good, you know what I'm saying? But that was some of the stuff that I, didn't do.
Okay. Yeah, don't listen. I'm guilty of it myself, man. It'd be like, sometimes I have to ask my wife to schedule a doctor's appointment for me, and it'd be like, it should be the easiest and the simplest thing to do, but sometimes it be those simple and easiest things to do that it just doesn't. We don't make it a priority.
Right. Yes.
And man, I always feel guilty about the fact that I don't make it a priority. And you'll wait until something. I remember it might have been earlier this year. I had this lingering scratch in my throat for like a couple of months, right? So in my mind, like, man, both my parents got cancer. And I'm just like, I probably got cancer. Yeah. And so I avoided it, right? And by the time I actually went, the doctor, the ear, nose, and throat doctor ended up telling me, he said, Tyrell, he said, I know why you have that itch. He said, and I know why you have like that taste in the back of your throat. He said, don't worry, it's not what you think it is. He said, it's the acid reflux. Yeah. And it was like, you just realize as we get older, our body handles things a lot differently. The things that didn't affect us before, starts to affect us now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, oh, wow. So, because I was just in my mind, I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. But it wasn't even that. I just went earlier, I would have found that out months ago. So, And
us men, we got the macho attitude, what I mean? Even though our fathers were strong and, we didn't think about, like, we had a lot of stuff going on, like, everything in your body is a reaction to something else in your body. And we don't think about that. Our brain could be, messing with our heart. You know what I'm saying? Our heart could be messing with our brain. Our teeth. I just found out because I didn't go, I didn't take the steps to go to the dentist like I was supposed to. I always had pains. You know what I mean? I always had pains, and a lot of the dental issues was causing a lot of high blood pressure and from the pain and a lot of stress. And I just didn't go take care of it like I was supposed to. So that could have caused some of the, the problems with my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's all related. And it's just like, I mean, sometimes you got a pain in your lower back, and you think it's your lower back, but the pain ain't really coming from your lower back. It's actually your calves. And it's be like, yo, just knowing how that stuff is related, it matters.
Yes. Okay. And you gotta be, even though you go to the doctors, you gotta be your own doctor. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta heal yourself. Even though you're going to find out what's wrong with you, you just can't rely on the doctor all the time.
Okay.
You have to, you just have to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Okay.
All right. Yeah. And that's actually going to lead me to something I'm going to hold for a little bit longer, but I want to hear about your recovery process. I also want to hear about the Congestive Heart Warrior Initiative you got going on too. But I know you Albany bred, so I'm gonna ask you some questions pertaining to Albany too, because to highlight the Capital District area at its finest. So I always got some in there too. So the Black community and myself get to know you a little bit better. So what part of the Capital District area did you grow up in, Alfy?
To be honest with you, I grew up uptown, downtown. You know what I mean? I was mostly when I lived downtown, it was mostly uptown because more of my friends were uptown. But I grew up everywhere, you know what I'm saying? I was uptown, I was born on, First Street.
Okay.
My family was on Orange Street, you know what I'm saying? Most of my family was uptown, It just so happened that my father grew up downtown, you know what I'm saying? So Albany it's Albany, I'm Albany, I grew up everywhere, I didn't go to all the schools, but I grew up everywhere, anybody I was around, I grew up with them. Uptown or downtown, you know what I'm saying? So
okay. Yeah, I think my first I think I always associate you and your family. One, you got a huge family, bro.
yes.
So and some I just found out recently some of the other people that's your actual sibling. I'm like, nah. I said for me, I think me and Lawrence might be the same age or pretty close.
Yes.
So that was who I always remember. But then I found that other siblings too. I was like, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. I got them all my siblings, brother.
Okay. Let me see. Growing up in the Capital District area, what kind of programs did you take advantage of coming up in the Capital District? And do you know if any of those programs are still available?
I took a lot of the boys club,
Okay.
We was always at the boys club. That was probably like the only program that that I really got into.
Okay.
And I was always running the streets and stuff like that too. So hanging out, late, I didn't really get into, I wasn't really an athlete like that, but that was one of the programs. Like the boys club was everything. Everybody came to the boys club, played basketball, foosball, It was just, that's the program that we need.
Yeah, facts. Listen, man, there was a Boys and Girls Club in almost every part of the town. Part, we used to call it the rec center.
Yeah.
Right there. Then you had the one crosstown with Brandon Graham in them. And then listen, there was a Boys and Girls Club everywhere. Yeah. And it was we had so many programs that it was always something for us to do. Yeah. Right around where you grew up downtown, you had crank.
Yeah.
But it's just like looking at what the youth are getting involved in and why street life is so rampant right now. It's kind of like we got an absence of a lot of those programs that we had.
Yeah.
Of course, some of us still dipped and dabbed and stuff, but we still had programs available.
Yes.
Wanted to. Now it's like it's a short.
And we had a lot of stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? It was the why too. We had. And there was a lot of bowling alleys that we could go to when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff that we all played Little League. You know what I mean? We all grew up Little League. You know what I mean? Community Latham and you know what I mean? Ben and Jerry, stuff like that. It was a mixture of, uptown and downtown in those, you know what I'm saying? So we all grew up together, really. Yeah. We just missing a lot of stuff in Albany, you know what I mean? A lot of programs we missing, we don't have the after school basketball how we used to, the Saturday hoops, you know what I mean? I remember St. Rose used to have a program you could go to and play. And I believe like power and stuff is still running, but we just don't take advantage of those programs anymore.
Okay, I like that too because I know Lenny is still around doing POW up there towards the VI area, and I think he was doing something in the park too. But either which way, like you said, a lot of the programs are still around, but You know what I mean? Maybe not as visible as it once
Yeah.
was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's something to do. If you wanted to play tennis, you had 15 Love. You had
Yeah.
camps to go to. You had Camp Scully, 4-H. You had the bathhouse downtown.
Yes.
You had
Yes.
park. You had all of these different things, man.
Yeah. Lincoln Pool is not the same anymore. You know, it's just a lot of those programs, you know.
I'm excited they do down there though. With Lincoln, with that whole Lincoln Pool area.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I mean, there's a lot of people that didn't want it to happen, but I think it's good for Albany. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we need a better look. You know what I'm saying? We just got to take advantage of those programs.
Okay.
If they're gonna let us have those programs, we just got to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I agree, man. Let me see. One of the other things that outside of the programming that the shortage of programming, I always tell people I think 2020 and 2018 were probably statistically some of the most violent years in the Capital District areas, specifically Albany. But you know, how have you been impacted by the gun violence in the Capital District area?
Being a father, you know, and they getting younger, you know what I'm saying? It's been a heavy impact, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up around it, but it wasn't as dangerous how it was, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's crazy that I gotta worry about my son, not just my son, my kids, period. And other people's kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you don't want to wake up and see it, you know, on Facebook. You don't want to, you know, or just anybody, period, you know, from Albany, you know, we got a lot of friends and, you know, going just too soon to this, you know what I mean? So it hurts, you know what I'm saying? And just dealing with what I've been dealing with heart failure, it's just like, man, I just wish, you know, I could have woke that person up. You know, it's all about the energy that you keep around you too.
Okay. I actually like what you said though. It's just like it almost sounded like where you were about to go is just like you dealing with the ailment that you're currently dealing with, right? You know, I can only imagine it makes you live life with a greater appreciation. And that's for life. And we just look at how many people are just willingly giving it away.
Right.
I mean, it'd be like, nah, oh, you don't want this? Oh,
Yes.
I'll
take it. Yeah. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, it's been a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? It really humbled me to. I got to take another step somewhere in another direction. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay.
You know, I'm not really into politics, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like the politics of things, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, the things that's happening into those neighborhoods, the people that live on those blocks, they got to come out and be like, yo, listen, I'm tired of this, you know what I'm saying? Even if you know, you live there, you know, you're tired of seeing it happen.
Things though, Alfy, you know it. You and I both know it. You know, thing where you want to speak up, but then you also have the thing where you know it's frowned upon. So it's kind of like what's more important, right? Is it more important trying to hold the value to the street value, or is it more important than having innocent babies or a daycare getting shot?
Right.
Or you know, I mean, someone losing their life at the opening of an event because of some other. You know what I mean? So it's like Albany's small enough that most of us know what's going on, and we're typically one or two people removed from the other person. So it's just like, you know, that right there is really troubling. I know it could be troubling as a parent, but also as an uncle, as a brother.
Yes.
Everybody has worries and concerns for us. Yeah. Not even just the Black men anymore, because our women are involved in just as much negativity right now too. And it's crazy. Be like, yo, y'all, the young men, the young ladies.
Yeah, even more so.
Yeah.
Then you know what I mean, and women, older women need to teach the younger women a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Just like we need to teach the young men. We need, we all need to do our part. You know what I'm saying? We can't condone it. And then when something happens, you know what I mean? Because everything could be prevented.
Mm-hmm.
You just got, you gotta, especially, if I see somebody I know, a child that I know, their parent or whatever like that, even if they didn't hear me, I say it to them anyway, like, chill. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have hated to walk away and not said anything. You know what I'm saying? And that would have hurt my heart if I walk past this, this child, and then I, find out this child got hurt. You know what I mean? So we have to just do our part, you know what I mean? Help who you can help, because you can't help everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that we got to accept. We want to help people, but we can't help everybody. They got to want to do it for themselves.
I agree. Let me see. This is one of my favorite questions. If you were thinking of the younger version of yourself, so the younger Asheem, Alfy, Foulks, what is something that you would have hoped someone would have told the younger version of you, Alfy?
Wow, that's a good question. Health. I wish somebody would have, like really look like, yo, listen, you got to be healthy, or you got to work out. Like now, I've been around athletes and I've been around it, but I just wish somebody would have just be like, took me or said to me, like, you got to start working on your health now. You know what I'm saying? Because, I've been struggling for a long time with health, you know what I mean? Up and down with weight and, depression and stuff like that. So I think that's, that's one of the things about health, you know what I mean? Okay. And fit financial health too, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I wish somebody, would have came to me and like, yo, listen, you got money, this what we gonna do with it, you know what I'm saying? But those are the two things. All health is wealth, you know what I'm saying? So
okay,
those are the two things.
Okay. And if you were to define success, what does success mean to you?
Being healthy, just being around to, see your kids grow up, helping them, just helping them just live a better life and living your life. Okay. You can't be rich without being healthy within, you know what I mean? Because you can have a lot of money and still be unhappy with yourself, you know what I mean? It really, like, I really think about health more, you know what I'm saying? So, and the things that I've been through for the last 4 years, no real income coming in, you know, because I had to stop. I was working 2 jobs. I was a single parent at 18. You know what I'm saying? So being successful is just being around, man, just living life, you know, and being happy with yourself. That's successful. That's being successful to me. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like it because, you know, it's easy for most of us to be like, you know, successful is having a particular car, having a house, or, you know what I mean, traveling or whatever it is. But the reality, the foundation, the core of it is that if you don't have health, none of that matters.
And no, that, you know, if you don't have mental health or, you know, physical health, none of the cars, the money, none of that stuff matters, man. Especially if your mental health messed up, because if you lose that car, your mind might go somewhere else. You know, I say some of the, you know, even though they're not always healthy, I say some of the strongest people on this earth is the homeless people. You know why? It has to take a lot to walk around. I mean, I don't want to be like that, but I'm just saying it has to be a lot to just walk around, to sleep on the concrete. And you got to think about that. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have your car, you got to put it in a positive, you know what I mean? All right, I'm going to get, once you have a car, you go and lose it, you can always get a car back.
Yeah.
Anything you had before, you can always get it back. You know what I'm saying? If you had money before, you can always get it back. So just having the right mindset about things, just being positive, giving out positive energy, you know, that's what it's really about, man. You know, of course, everybody wants to be rich. You know, I want to be rich too, you know what I'm saying? But much rather be healthy and living, you know what I mean, a real healthy life.
I love it.
Because, you know what I mean, with more money, more problems. And that's basically, money can mess up your mental. You can be mentally ill with money.
Yeah. Well, Big said it best. More money, more problems. So health is not just your physical health, but your mental health. You know, I did a guest appearance on somebody else's podcast last night. Shout out to Eclectic Minds podcast. But we talked about therapy. We talked about how important it is to let go of the fantasy realities that are out there in the world and be happy and content with chasing what is important to us. So many times we chase a whole bunch of other things, but your mental health, your physical health have to be prioritized, top on the shelf.
Yes. Some people, you got to tell yourself, and you got to accept that you don't need it. You know what I mean? You want it, but you got to accept that you don't need it. You know what I mean? It's good to have. You know, it's good to have it. It can make you happy, but it can make you more sad than happy.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just all about health, man. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna ask this question, and no, take that back. I'm gonna stay right here with you because so all about health. How has the journey been for you rebuilding your body, rebuilding your mind? And, you know, how is the Alfy today in 2021 as compared to the Alfy in 2017 when you first got the diagnosis?
I'm much happier now, you know, because I'm learning more about myself.
Okay.
I've dealt with stuff in the past, but this is like one of the toughest things I could ever go through. You're not knowing, like, having a heart problem, you just don't know. You know, your heart can stop like that. So it's been hard, like trying to get my body back, you know, because I can't do most of the stuff that I used to do. But I just take it like, yo, I'm here.
Yep.
Long as I'm doing what I love doing, I'm happy, I'm working out. I get to, get up out of the bed every day, It's just better, you know what I mean? I just feel better when I put myself in that positive mindset, you know what I'm saying? I don't have it all, but I also just like, if I can get up and do this, opening my eyes, I can look myself in the mirror and be like, I'm proud of you, you know what I'm saying? Because back then I probably would have, dealt with this a little different, you know what I'm saying? So it is, I'm happier now.
Okay. I can see it, man, from the outside looking in. Like I said, I was really, really excited. I'm somewhat of a Facebook or Instagram stalker. I like to put positivity back out in the world, man.
Yes.
So when people pushing or doing what they're doing, be like, yo, I see your ass in the gym.
Yeah.
How hard it is just to get to that point and then to keep it going. So, but it's motivation. And I see a lot of times put the law of attraction out there too. So it's like, we're gonna get back what we put out in the world. You know what I mean? If you want positivity around you, you'll get positivity around you. You want negativity around you, you'll get that too. Careful of what you're wishing for, And
the law of attraction is that's what you got to change your mindset to. You got to be on a different frequency. You got to go, you know what I mean? You got to go beyond, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people won't understand it because they still stuck in the mindset. But you got to, if you putting out positive energy every day, you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be positive every day. Sometimes I have my days, but I still, it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? I had to tell myself every day it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Do this, you know what I mean, and you're gonna be good.
Okay.
Getting up out of the bed it be hard, because dealing with heart failure, it causes a lot of fatigue issues. So going to the gym is harder than it, you know what I mean? And people like, you making it look easy. Nah, it's not easy. But I still go because my mind is like, go, you want to feel better today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I like it. Like I said, man, some people on the outside might say exactly what you just said, man, you making it look easy, but hearing that it's not as easy as it looks, like I said, that says a lot more about you and your determination to be healthy. It says more about you, determination to live a positive life. And it says more about you and your ability to put positivity back in the world, even if you don't feel like everything is going positive with you right now. And that's a huge part of growth and development. Just realizing, some things may not be going the way that we wanted at the time, but it still shouldn't stop our ability to influence or to give positivity back out in the world.
Yes.
What we put out.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a good one for you. I only got a couple more questions for you, man. But favorite place to visit in the Capital District and why?
My favorite place, the gym. The gym, man. It just keep my mind focused, you know what I mean? It helps me come up with ideas. It helps me stay motivated. There's not too many places that we can go and have have my enjoyment is in the gym. You know what I'm saying? When I'm going to the gym, that's my enjoyment. I just had a ball for my birthday, but that's probably the most enjoyment I'm gonna have, from just stepping out. But the gym, to be honest with you, the gym is like,
okay,
that's most of my fulfillment. Most of my fulfillment comes from working out, man.
Okay.
If I ain't work out, for the day, I'm like,
But wait a minute. I don't know if you really answered the question though, because there's a gym everywhere.
Yes.
There's a gym everywhere. So this question is specific to Albany or to the Capital District. What's your favorite place to visit in Albany or the Capital District? You gotta name a specific gym. You can't just say the gym.
Right. Retro Fitness, man.
Okay.
Retro Fitness is, that's where I go. For my favorite place is Retro Fitness, man. Like I said, I don't go out like I used to. I don't party like I used to, and I don't dine a lot either. So, I always prepping my foods and stuff like that, or I'm eating inside. So it's not like I have a favorite place.
Okay.
So
I like Retro Fitness, and I like the fact how you just segued into dieting. Meal prep is really important. I don't have the ability to take that back. I have the ability to say to meal prep. I am absolutely, and I don't. But sometimes my wife does it for us, and she'll go ahead and pick out some meals for us, and I'm extremely happy of it when she does it. It's like, all right, because if you say eat healthy to me, the first thing I'm probably gonna be like, say, nah, I want to go. But if you make it for me, it's kind of hard for me to shoot it down and to deny it. Like, I'm proud of today. Oh man. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let me see. What about your life's path? What about your path? What about your life's path are you most proud of?
The most, just not giving up.
I knew you were gonna say that, and I was hoping that you said that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was like, I hope he says that.
Yes, not giving up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not where I want to be, but I can't give up. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole part of this saying right here. I can't get comfortable. I'm proud of myself for not giving up, because a long time ago I would have, and not been healthy. We probably wouldn't have been talking right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing for me, not giving up, and I'm never going to give up.
Okay.
So, good. And I have my days where I want to give up, but I tell myself, you can't. You know what I'm saying? That's the path. Like, that's what makes me proud every day when I wake up. You know what I'm saying? Just not giving up, man.
Okay. Good. I don't want you to give up. I want you to continue to do exactly what you're doing, because it's motivational. Like I said, man, seeing you get in the gym. It's another dude too. Was it Mel Atkins? And he be at work getting it on too. So it's just like, yo, I be watching. Excuse me. I be watching the post. I be watching the fact that a lot of people want what they want very quickly, but don't want to work over time to consistently build it. And that's what you guys are showcasing through your health efforts. It's like, yo, today I may be here, but I guarantee you, if I stay on this path, by the end of my path, I'm gonna be way over here.
Yes.
Small steps at a time.
And you gotta accept that it's a process. This whole life is a process. You just gotta trust in it. You gotta trust in that process. Wherever you focus on, that's what you gotta focus on. And it'll happen, you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Not as fast, everything is so microwavable right now. You know, it's all about the timing. You know where you want to go. No one should have to rush you to do, be where you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me see, man. Coming across any literature or like going through this process that you've been going through over the last 4 years, I'm sure you've probably got into dieting pretty well, fitness pretty well. On social media, are there any type of people like social media accounts or books or podcasts that you listen to that help to keep the motivation going for you?
CT Fletcher.
Okay.
He's one of he's like a personal hero. Because he had heart failure and he was still doing stuff that he wasn't even supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? And then he had to get a heart transplant. And, his heart stopped, many of times. Mm-hmm. And he got back up and still was going. I listened to a lot of the law of attraction stuff. Mm-hmm. I just really started getting into reading.
Okay.
Like The Secret, I read The Secret. And it changed me too, because some of the stuff that was in there was some of the stuff that I was doing. And it was just telling me that you need to change, your mindset a little bit. The Superior Way of a Man. I just started reading that. It, changed, things, how men think, how I should think about stuff. There's a lot of people I watch on Instagram, CT Fletcher, Mike Rashid, it's a lot, man. I'm sorry, but there's a lot. I try to keep my mind focused on some positive messages and stuff like that. So if I come across a positive message, I might share it. And I don't do too many memes and stuff like that because.
Wait a minute. Yes, you do. Because I'm glad you just said that, man. You just made me think about your TikToks be hilarious.
Oh man. I see that's part of healing, you know what I'm saying? Because last year I couldn't do anything. Nobody wanted me to go out and do nothing. It wasn't much to do. I was always here by myself, my kids were, trying to get me to dance and stuff like that. And then I start figuring out there's other stuff that you can do on TikTok. And I'm silly too. I like to laugh. I like to joke. You know what I mean? It just all started coming out because I always felt like I was too serious. And I wanted people to, it don't always have to be serious. You can still enjoy yourself too, especially with your illness, you could still live and laugh, you know what I'm saying, and love, you know what I mean? So when, some people be, they be sad on, Facebook. So I'll be like, yo, I gotta do a TikTok to, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to see sad posts, you know what I'm saying? because you can work through it. I understand that you're gonna, you're going through it, but you can work through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking in my head right now. You did a reenactment of one of Keisha Phillips' posts that she had posted. I was just like, that is hilarious. But yeah,
I couldn't resist when she, and then it was, we is at war. We is doing TikTok war.
okay.
But it's all fun. You know what I mean? It's all fun. Long as I ain't putting no negative stuff out, you know what I mean? And I don't want to put any negative, I really don't like to get on there and talk about people, you know what I mean? Because that's not what I want to put out. Is always a negative reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So
it makes perfect sense, especially reading what you're reading, seeing the results of having a different attitude and what that brings to you. You space for other people to bring the gossip, to bring the negativity, be like, listen, hard enough just staying positive for me, let alone that's there, brother.
Right.
Go that away.
Yes. And some people negative energy rubs off on you, energy is contagious, man. Like, somebody could put up a post and it just make you feel some type of way. And you'd be like, I don't want to feel like that today. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm all about putting that good positive energy out, man.
Okay. Yeah. One thing about energy is that it never dies, right? All it does transfer from one person to the other person.
Like a domino effect.
Yep. Well, this is my last question for you, Alfy, man. Let you go. My last is I know earlier you mentioned that your definition of success and it related to a health. It also related to just being happy, right?
Yeah.
And taking advantage of the things that we really have time to do.
Right.
Was that always your definition of success? So probably thinking back at the younger version, the 24, the 27-year-old Alfy, has your definition of success changed over time?
Yes, it definitely, it definitely changed. I put more time into others than myself. So my success, I wanted to, I was into music. I wanted that light, you know what I'm saying? That was me being successful, you know what I mean? Having a record company, having being in nightclubs and you know what I mean? That was successful to me. But it definitely changed, you know what I mean? It comes with a lot. That stuff comes with a lot. It comes with the territory, it comes with a lot of bad energy and negative. You can have a good time, but
somebody getting hit in the head with a bottle.
Yes. But when you moving fast, you don't get to see everything.
Facts.
You don't have everybody looking and saying, yo, listen, chill. You know what I mean? You don't have that. So I was focused on everybody else, but myself. So it's been, it's definitely changed. I'm a totally different person than I used to be, man.
Okay. Well, listen, man. The back community, you see it first. I can't get comfortable. We have Mr. Team Alfy Foulks himself. Alfy, thank you very much for being vulnerable enough to open up to the back community, bro. As I told you earlier, you are a motivation. You are an inspiration. Please continue to do the work that you're doing, even when it seems like nobody's paying attention, because obviously you got my attention, so people paying attention, bro. So shout out to you, and thank you for sharing your story with the Black community.
Thank you for the opportunity of having me on your podcast, brother. This is motivation to me. So you will be hearing and seeing more things going on.
Okay. Well, listen, man, the Black community, there you have it. We'll play catch up with you later. Brother, stay positive, stay peaceful, and keep attracting all of the things that you want, man. I'll play catch up with you later.
And you do the same, brother.
All right, my boy. Peace.
Peace.
Keep climbing up the ladder. Black lives matter. They matter. So all you young people, give me all. 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 Matter. Black lives matter. They matter. Black lives matter.